Today I'm going to talk about invisible zippers. So this is what an invisible zipper looks like. It basically kind of looks like a zipper that's upside down. But this is the right side here. And if we unzip it a little bit, you can see that the teeth for the zipper are on the inside and you can kind of roll them out. And this is really important for when we're sewing our zippers in. So this kind of rolling out of the teeth is one of the most important parts of sewing an invisible zipper. Zip it up, you can see that you can't see the teeth at all. And so when we sew it, that seam is going to be kind of in here and all you'll see is the fabric. The other important part is that you will be sewing the invisible zipper in before you have sewn the seam. So that's different from any other zipper. So I chose this fabric because it's got a clear wrong side. So basically what is going to end up happening is, I'm just going to do one side, is this is going to be sewn to the tape like this, so that basically this fold will be exactly kind of in that groove there. So sometimes it can be a little bit confusing about which side to sew to which side. So what I like to do is kind of mock it up exactly how it's going to be. So yeah, it's going to have a seam allowance here, and that fold is going to go right along here. So if I hold this together with my hands, okay, and unzip the zip, and then unfold this, you can see that the right side of the invisible zipper and the right side of the fabric are going to go together. So obviously you'll measure this seam allowance, make sure it's the correct seam allowance, but I'm going to start with this side. So you can see that I have this zipper foot on. This is more like a piping foot style zipper foot, okay, and it allows you to sew really close to this side. This is the most important thing, is you are going to take this zipper tape and you are going to roll, the zipper coil, and you are going to roll it outwards, and you're going to sew as tight into here as you can. Now, I'm going to show you a little trick. So I'm just going to roll that out. And then just say I sew it and I'm not rolling it out well.
Will be running out.
Sorry, that was my sewing machine talking to me. Just say I don't roll it out very well. I'm just sewing along here, right? And you can see it's not really tight in there. When I zip it up, you can see, here we go, focusing. You can see that you can still see some of that zipper tape, and we really don't want to see that. Like when the garment's finished, the whole idea obviously of the invisible zipper is that it's invisible. So if that happens, it's actually really easy to fix. All you do is you just sew a second row or third row or fourth row or however many rows you need, just going in as close as you can. So the nice thing about this foot is it kind of works like a bit like a bumper car, kind of bumps, or a 10-pin bowling bumper, right? So it's going to push the tape out. So I've got that tape rolled out, that coil rolled out like this. I'm just angling it. I've already got this row of stitching, so it's holding it in place. Okay, I'm just rolling the tape out. You see, that allowed me to get just that much closer. So when I zip it up here, you can see that that's not really visible unless I like really yank it out. Okay, so I've done that side. Now I've got to do this side, right? Same thing. I'm just going to kind of mock it up, fold it up so I understand what's going on, hold it, undo the zipper, right? And you can see I need to sew it on the other side. Now, in an ideal world, you would switch zipper feet, right? And have the other side on because it's nice to sew it in the same direction. I'm feeling a bit lazy today, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to sew from the other end. If you are matching seams or anything like that, you are obviously not going to do that. So I'll do the same thing again. I'll do it in 2 passes because that was really a really easy way to do it, right? And just the first pass is my kind of not so good pass, I suppose. Okay, at this point, I have my 2 kind of flaps of fabric and my zipper is the only thing that's holding them together. Again, I haven't gone close enough there because I didn't roll it out. So now I'm going to roll that coil out as far as I can. Okay, and I'm almost trying to angle it underneath the foot. Obviously not so much that I run over it, but just so much that it's just pushing it up as close as it can. Just running my finger along. Just like that. Now when I zip it up, it's invisible. So if I press this nicely, I've got a nice invisible zipper. Okay, so I've got the other zipper foot on. I actually didn't mark where this is going to end because my zipper tape's way too long, but just to show you, I'm then going to pull this zipper tape out of the way, like this. Get in close there, overlap it by just a bit. And sew the rest of my seam. Then you have your invisible zipper here. I just unpicked a bit of the top of the zipper to show you what you would do if you had a facing. So like the top of a dress or the top of a skirt or trousers that have a facing. So you would sew the facings on before you do the invisible zipper, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're just going to sew it. So before you sew the zipper on at all, you're just going to pivot this part out of the way like this, and then sew it as usual. All the way down. And then again, the zipper tape rolled out. Okay. And you can see you have nice facing here. You can then fold this facing down, keeping this out of the way. I like to give it a little bit of extra pull just here. Just sew it down. Okay. Turn it through. Poke that corner through a little bit better than that, but then you have a nice faced finish as well. So this is it without a facing, and this is it with the facing. You can put a little hook and eye at the top. Yeah, so I hope that was helpful.